Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Movement with Kaylin. Today I have a Pilates mat workout that's going to focus on spinal mobility and spinal extension. So if you want a translation for that, basically what that means is we're going to move our spine in all different ways, which is really key to the health of our bodies. That's something Joseph Pilates made very clear when he developed this movement, that our body is only as young and healthy as our spine. So we are going to work on that mobility, that kind of yummy feeling of just being able to move through that spine without feeling stuck. So, and we're gonna get some extension, so some nice big opening and stretch through the chest and the shoulders. So I think it's gonna feel really, really nice today. So we are gonna start in an all fours position doing cat-cow. So on the hands and knees, we're just gonna start mobilizing our spine. So warming up here, we find that inhale as we drop the belly, slide the shoulders down the back, lift the heart, lift the chest, and lift your gaze. And then exhale, think of a wave through your spine. Start at your tailbone as you tuck the tailbone under, and then one bone at a time starts to lift up towards the ceiling until your head is dropping towards the floor. And then we inhale, start at the head as you wave the spine back into that cow pose or camel, and then exhale, tuck the tailbone under, wave back into cat. So go ahead and find that movement here. I like to think of that wave as I'm moving. So you're trying to move one bone at a time when we're trying to mobilize our spine. And what that does is just create nice mobility and nice space in between the vertebra as well. So we don't want to be stuck in our spine, because that's when we start to feel tight and get injuries. Let's do one more. Exhale, round. Good. And now go ahead and bring it to just that flat table pose. And then we're going to swing our legs around and start into some bridging. So you can feel this a little bit easier on our back when we're mobilizing the spine. So feet on the floor, arms down by your sides, your knees are bent. And this time we're gonna wave through that spine, again, starting at that tailbone as we lift off. So you wanna take your inhale first. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, peel one bone off at a time as it lifts up. Inhale, we extend through the spine. Don't think of arching your back though. Think of just reaching everything nice and long. And then exhale, we're gonna reverse that. Upper back comes down first, one bone at a time until that pelvis releases. And then we continue that again, peeling up. A nice visualization that I heard one time was, think of your spine as a string of pearls. And when you come up, you're peeling one pearl off the mat at a time. And when you come down, you're placing one pearl down at a time. And that always just stuck with me. So maybe that will help you as well. Good. Roll it down and release. Let's do one more just like that. Roll up. So obviously here we're working on that spinal mobility. So I'll kind of mention if we're doing that mobility or that extension. All right, now go ahead and bring the legs straight. And we're gonna do our roll up. Now there's a couple options here. Straight legs is gonna be more of an intermediate level. If you need to be more beginner for a modification, go ahead and bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. Arms are gonna reach back. Now for this roll up, we start at the head. As you bring the chin towards your chest, peel the spine off the mat, and then scoop the belly back as you round forward over those legs. And then you roll back down. You find that control, nice and slow, as you bring it all the way down, one bone at a time. So again, this is that mobility we're working on. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, scoop, round, peel up, reach forward, and lengthen. Good, and then roll it down, shoulders slide down, one bone at a time. And we come back, last one, exhale, chin to chest, round forward and reach. Now, go ahead and stay up here, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall and scoot ourselves to the front edge of our mat for rolling like a ball. So this is another mobility exercise, and you will be doing, as it sounds, rolling like a ball. So we're gonna go ahead and come right behind those sitting bones, lift the feet off the mat. So this is your balance point when you come at the top. When you roll back up, this is where I want you to come to, right at this balanced position. So chin to chest, forehead towards the knees, hands on the shins or the ankles. Inhale, go ahead and keep yourself in that tight ball as you rock back. Exhale, lift up, balance, and hold. Good. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, balance and hold. Good. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. So you're in this curved shape in your spine, and you're getting this nice massage along your spine as you rock back and up. Now really try to stay in that tight little ball. That's going to help challenge that core. Try not to lift your legs as you go back, and try not to drop your head back as well. Good, let's do 3 more. 3. Good, last 2. And last one. Good, and go ahead and bring the feet down. All right, moving into another mobility exercise. This is called spine stretch. And the legs are going to be reaching a little bit wider than mat distance apart. And the goal here is when you're in this seated position, your spine is tall, not rounded. So if you need to bend the knees in order to get that position, please do that. That's really important. All right, arms are going to be forward here. We're going to start to peel our spine down. Imagine your spine and your head is against a wall, and we want to peel it down off the wall one bone at a time. Keep the pelvis pulling back against the wall as you reach the upper body forward. Feel that stretch in your spine, and then reverse it as you stack the spine on top of the pelvis, and the head is the last to lift. Good, chin to chest. Good, feeling that beautiful articulation of the spine as you come forward, and then articulate back up and lift. Good, 2 more just like that, chin to chest. Peel it forward and reach. Good, come back up, stack, and lift. Last one, chin to chest. Peel, upper back, mid back, low back, pelvis continues to reach back and your belly, and then you stack back up, low back, mid back, upper back, and lift. All right, we're gonna stay here in this position with the lower body. We're gonna do the saw, and this adds some rotation with some more rounding and forward movement. So arms are gonna come out to our T. Again, tall spine here at the top. Let's inhale, rotate to the left, arms come with you. Exhale, chin to chest, we peel the spine down. That left hand comes to the outside of that, right hand to the outside of that left foot. And then we stack back up against the wall, come through center over to the other side. Exhale, peel down, reach it forward, lengthen, stack back up, lift, and through center. Good, chin to chest, peel it forward and reach. Good, stack, lift, and rotate. Good. So our spine should be able to rotate pretty easily, and we have to work on that. So if we don't include rotation in our workouts, we're going to start to lose that ability, and it's going to be really hard to rotate. So this rotation is a crucial part of keeping our spine nice and healthy. Not to mention it's something that you'll do pretty much every day without realizing that you're doing it in your everyday activities. And it's good to feel supported and connected while you're doing that. So, all right, now we're gonna go ahead and go right into a rollover. Now, rollover is more of an intermediate, even I would say advanced exercise. So I want you to watch me first, and then I'm gonna give you some modifications. So don't do this first one. Arms are gonna come to your sides. Your legs are gonna reach up towards the ceiling. This again is a mobility exercise. Now if you have any tension in your neck and shoulders or any neck or shoulder injuries, I do not want you doing this first one that I'm gonna show you. So legs are together. They're gonna inhale as you reach them away. Exhale, press your arms into the floor. Peel your spine off the floor. Come into this position with your legs parallel with the floor. Separate the legs, flex through the ankles, and then we roll down one vertebra at a time until the legs come down and then reach forward and together again. If that is too much for you, you can bend the knees a little and then just give me a little lower body lift. You're gonna feel some deep abdominal work and think of peeling that lower back up and down. All right, otherwise, let's come to those rollovers. Legs long, inhale, reach away. Exhale, peel up, reach it back. Good, open the legs, flex through the ankles, roll down. Nice and controlled. Good, legs come together. Good, and then we bring it back. Exhale, peel up. Good, make sure there's no tension in the neck, nothing in the shoulders. Roll down. Good, and bring it together. Now we're gonna reverse that. Keep the legs separated. We're gonna reach or peel off, reach back. Now bring the legs together, flex through the ankles, roll down, find that control. And then reach forward, separate those legs, point those toes. Exhale, bring it back. Good, legs together, flex, and roll it down, down, down. Awesome, this time bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and rock here side to side. All right, we're gonna do what's called a corkscrew. Now, this one has more of a corkscrew prep, more of an intermediate level. We're not gonna do the advanced version, but that does include even more spinal mobility. So both legs are gonna come up towards the ceiling. Arms come down by your sides. Now, I want you to go ahead and bring the legs closer to you, lifting the hips up just a little bit, and then they circle around to the side. The pelvis will land down away from you, off to the left. And then you lift back into center, the pelvis lifts up, and then you go over to the left, down, over to the right, and bring it up. Good, over to the right, down, over to the left and up. So don't bring your back too far off the mat if that's causing too much pain or tension. You can keep your pelvis grounded and just move those legs. We're just gonna do one more here. And bring it back in. Excellent. All right, so go ahead and flip over on your belly. We've done a lot of that mobility work. We're gonna work on a few extension exercises. So I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna start with Swan and then do a couple more extension movements as well. So hands under the shoulders, core is pulling in, glutes are engaged. Go ahead and slide the shoulders down and back as you press into the hands, and then lift yourself into Swan. Good, and then exhale, lower down. Belly's engaged, and release the head. Good, and again, press into the hands. Core is lifted in and up as we lift, and exhale, lower. Good, let's do two more just like that. So extension is this engagement of your upper back muscles. You don't want to be using your low back too much. That's where the core engagement is key. But we're opening or finding expansion through the front of the chest and the shoulders and engaging through that back body. And our next couple exercises are going to do the same. So we're going to do what's called swimming next. Your arms are going to come forward, reaching long. Now, again, core is even more important here because we're going to lift the upper and lower body off the mat and then move the arms and legs. So make sure you're staying really connected. Lift upper and lower body up, including your head, and then lift right arm, left leg, and then left arm, right leg, and right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And then continue that, moving faster into what we call this swimming motion. Your gaze is down towards the floor. You're using so many of your back extension muscles here, and your glutes, and the back of your legs, back of your shoulders. Good, let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we lower it all the way down. Bend your knees for a moment and just windshield wiper those knees side to side. And then we're going to prop out to our forearms for single leg stretch. So in this position, your elbows are right under your shoulders, and you're imagining that you're trying to pull the mat closer or towards you with that upper body, and that's going to help engage through the backs of the shoulders more. All right, pull the belly in and up, legs are together, and then we flex through the right ankle, we kick it in, we point, reach away, switch to the other side. So we're finding stability in this extended movement. So with this position of the upper body, we are in extension as we're moving those legs. So we're still engaging the glutes here and hamstrings. So lots of back body work here, all the way from your shoulders, all the way down to your glutes and hamstrings. Good. Let's do 3 more sets. 3, 2, 2, last 1, and 1. All right, go ahead and press your hands into the floor to bring your hips back into a rest pose or child's pose, and take a few deep breaths here. And while you're taking this moment, go ahead and either stay there or take a sip of water. We're going to take a quick break, and I will meet you right back here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and face the end of your mat and make sure that there is space behind you. We're going to move back into another rolling exercise. This one's going to be more challenging for the core, but is back into those spine mobilization exercises. So we're going to do open leg rocker. So I want you to tip back behind those sitting bones, find that balance point. This time the knees can be bent with hands behind the thighs, or legs can be extended. This is your more difficult version with the hands at the ankles, okay? So either way, shoulders are down. The low belly is scooped and in, and the shoulders are down the back here in this lifted position. Now you're gonna rock back. So you're gonna bring chin to chest, rock back. You exhale, lift, find that balance point, lift your chest. Exhale, bring it back. Good, and lift and lengthen. Now, if your knees are bent, you're doing the same exercise, and you're just gonna balance right here at the top. So you come back and lift and hold. So either one, inhale back, exhale, lift. Keep that chin scooped in towards the chest. That exhale is gonna help you come up. So don't forget to breathe. Last one, inhale back. Exhale, lift, hold here at the top. Bring the legs together, separate the hands from the legs, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Good, second a little teaser there. All right, so now we're gonna come into a little side plank with some rotation. So we're gonna do this just on your forearm and your knees. So I'm on my left side, you could be on your right, either way, because we're gonna switch. And we're gonna find some stability here first, and then we're gonna add some rotation in the upper body. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start to lift your hips into your side plank position. Hips are forward, glutes are engaged. Take this top arm, go ahead and reach up towards the sky. Draw the bottom shoulder down the back to connect to your ribs. Take an inhale as you open that arm up behind you, looking back just a little bit. Exhale, round just the upper body. So keep the pelvis and the legs still as you bring that arm under your hips. Good. Inhale as you bring it back up and open. Good. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, bring it back up, open. Good. Exhale, round. So here's that rotation again. Good. Inhale, lift, open, and around. Good, we have one more. Inhale, bring it up, open, and exhale, round. Good, let's go ahead and lower the hips all the way down and switch to the other side. All right, other forearm down. Engage that shoulder blade down the back. That's gonna find that stability on those knees. Go ahead and lift those hips, press them forward. Inhale, take that arm back, look back just a little bit. Exhale, round. Good, inhale, open. Good, exhale, round. So it's not necessarily about how far you can get that arm under the body. I only want you to go as far as you can without rotating that pelvis, because you'll be able to do more if you do this, right? And let your whole hips move and the lower body, but keep that stable, because that's showing you what that true rotation is in that upper body. Let's do one more, open. Good, and round. Good, and then lower it all the way down. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna come back to the other side. This is another mobility exercise. Now, this one here is a little bit more difficult, so just move slowly through this. Make sure you're staying connected with your shoulders and your core, okay? So I want you to bring your hand down this time. Now, your front leg is here, bent, or your top leg. The bottom leg is behind it, kind of just pointing. Now, take this arm, you're gonna bring it here. Now you're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna be in a straight line from your hips to your shoulders, and then in a V from your hips to your feet, okay? So you're gonna lift up. As you do that, you twist that right arm or that free arm under, look underneath that armpit, and then we're gonna go ahead and bring it back down. Good, so you lift and twist at the same time. So hips lift, we rotate, twist. Good, and lower it down. All right, so let's keep that moving. Lift, twist. Good, and lower. We're just gonna do one more like that. Exhale, lift, twist, and lower down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch that to the other side. This one's called a seated twist is the technical name. Not very fancy. All right, so same positioning here, top leg, foot on the floor, bottom leg is down. All right, arm starts here, shoulders down and engaged. We lift those hips up, find that V position, twist, look under that armpit, and then we lower back down. Good, lift, twist, and lower. So beautiful rotation here again in that upper body in a slightly different way than that last side bend twist that we did. Good, lower down. Last one, lift those hips high, twist and stretch, and bring it down. All right, beautiful job. All right, we're gonna come into some more extension. We're just gonna do 2 more exercises, and that's gonna close us up for the class. So go onto your hands and knees. Just give me a little cat camel or cat cow. Good. Just a couple of these, just to kind of get us centered back onto our mats. And then I want you to lower yourself all the way to your belly again. So this is gonna be what we call swan dive. So we did swan at the beginning. If that was enough for you, I want you to stay with that. Otherwise, you can give this one a try. This one is definitely more of an intermediate, higher level intermediate exercise. So either stick with that first swan, or I want you to, you can watch me first if you've never done swan dive. So swan dive, hands are reaching towards the ends of the mat. Arms are straight. Now this is the position that you come up to each time. Your belly is pulling in and up, glutes are engaged, legs are reaching long. Now when you inhale, you're gonna send your arms forward off the mat. You're gonna rock forward, the legs will lift up, and then you come back to this position, this tall swan, okay? So we inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, good. Come back to that first swan if that's better. Make sure that core is engaged. If it's not, you're gonna dump too much in that lower back. Last one. Awesome. All right, lower it all the way down. That one feels pretty good once you start to get the momentum of it, but sometimes it takes a little bit, especially that first time. All right, clasp your hands behind your back. Bring your one cheek to the floor. We're gonna do our double leg kicks to finish up here. So again, this is an extension exercise. We're gonna pull the belly in, press the glutes down towards the floor, Steady the pelvis as you kick both legs in for 3, 2, 1. With the hands clasped, you lift upper and lower body. Reach those arms farther back behind you. And then we lower down. Change the side that your face is on. Good. Kick, kick, kick. Exhale, lift. And lower. Good. Belly in. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Lift, lengthen. And we lower. Good. Kick, kick, kick. Lift, reach. And lower. Let's do one more each side. Good. And lower. Last one. Kick, kick, kick. Lift, extend. Beautiful stretch in the shoulders. One more breath here. And then we lower all the way down. All right, let's go ahead and take it back to that child's pose again with the knees wide, feet together. Good, forehead down. Think of really rounding through your back here. Breathing into that back body, expanding. Good, give me one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come up to a seated position. We're gonna find a seated twist here, just to stretch out that back a little bit more. So I want you to take one leg, you're gonna cross it across the body, and we're gonna take the opposite arm, bring it around, and then twist to look over that shoulder. If that is too much, this is a really good stretch for the glute here as well. If this is too hard to get into, just come to a comfortable seated position or on your knees, whatever feels good, and just find that rotation. Good, one more breath, deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit farther. Good, and then before we switch to the other side, take that counter stretch here. Gently looking over that other shoulder. And let's go ahead and switch legs. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, take that opposite arm. Go ahead and bring it around. Twist, look over that other shoulder, and kind of pull that leg towards you with that arm as you twist. That'll give you that deeper stretch in that piriformis. Good, one more breath, deep breath in, try to twist a little farther. Good, exhale. And then find that counter stretch, counter twist, other side. Good, bring it back to center. Now just come to a butterfly position. And I just want you to round forward with that body. Drop your head and release your neck. So I'm curious if you had any trouble with any of those exercises, if you had questions about any of them, please go ahead and ask me below. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. I know some of those were a little bit more difficult, a little trickier, but as long as you're always keep moving, doesn't matter what you're doing, but hopefully you just felt that beautiful mobility in the spine and that extension, that opening. So your spine should just feel really, really good right now, really nice. And you still got that core strength, right? So we're still working all these muscles here too throughout that class. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And if you're interested in doing a little bit more today, maybe a little bit more stretching, I'm gonna go ahead and link to a stretching workout that I have here. If you're interested in checking out one of my props workouts, something a little bit different, I'm gonna go ahead and link that here. So thank you guys, as always. I love, love, love being here with you, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back here on the mat next time.